Carlyle, her young horse, and he's hopefully turned over a new leaf. He went through a little phase of being a bit naughty when the pressure went on about Piaffe and Passage, but yesterday he was super, and I watched him in the warm-up this morning. He was also super. So, again, really sprightly in the extended trot. Oops, a little mistake. They're so... One little slip like that, and, a little mark down. This morning, the half pass was, exceptional. We'll see how it goes here today. Yeah, well, I really like this. Perhaps a little bit deep. You can see that the top of his crest is a little bit higher than his pole. And this is a little bit what Nadia, I'm sure, and everyone's working on with this horse. But for me, I love the athleticism and the exuberance. Yeah, good hold. And Nadia's some great rider, I can tell you. She really has her horses sensitive and in front of her aids. Now here will come the first test for Nadia, I'm sure. Again, you can see that crest is still a little bit high and the hind legs are just a little bit out. So, sometimes when they get a little bit out, it's difficult to get into the Piaffe passages. He has a natural tendency to want a passage, so that's great. Now you need to watch the hind legs, see if she can get them under him, which she hasn't. Now they are, and away he goes. But the transition mark in isn't going to be so good. It's teaching them to put those whoopsie and the transition out. Unfortunately, but she's done a great job because that's been a problem area. And you don't want to pressure them in the ring so that they do remember any of the thoughts that they had, and really tactfully and beautifully ridden. So far so good. Now the extended walk. He sort of could take his nose from here. Looks a little bit like he wants to get his curl a little bit and bring his nose back. I could well be wrong. I'm in front of him, but now the collected walk. I guess if I say he's going to be perfect, that's putting the mocker on him. This is probably where Nadia's thinking it's away from the gate. Let's analyse this. It's away from the gate. If he's a little bit gate bound and a little bit anti, he won't want to make the transition here. But it's super, absolutely wow. But again, now the hind leg's a little out. She's got to get him under here with her seat a little bit. Come under. Better, huh? She'll be, yep, very good. Well ridden, Nadia. Now keep it in the out. Come. Well done. Wow, she's really making big inroads into this guy, which is really nice. He likes to become a little bit long. He's not a horse, he's got a lot of scope and expression, but he gets his hind legs a little bit up and bouncing like this and not wanting to sit. He has very expressive front legs. Now the twos, which this morning in training were like, wow. And they're still wow. Oops. How high do you want my front legs, Mum? But again, you can see the hind legs that get a little high sometimes. Now the extended. And wow, I think this horse is really, it's improved so much in the last 6 months. Maybe now that she's retired Northern Campion, like she said, she retired him because she was still spending too much time on him, the old one that she knew, and the younger one wasn't getting the attention. And because he was a little difficult at times, she avoided it. And now she's only got this one. He's getting all the attention, and the improvement's been great. Now the ones, and I can tell you they were pretty amazing this morning in training too, so I hope I haven't put the moggles on here. How high do you want those front legs? Amazing. She has some riders have a talent for certain movements, and for me, I always used to comment on Northern Campion's ones. They were so off the ground, expressive and ground covering. She takes a whole diagonal in the pirouette. Again, because he doesn't quite sit, it's not so good. Woo. But he got back on the aids really quickly. Super change. That's worth 10 marks. Pick up a mark or two there. Better collection this time. Way better. Oops, jumping together. Careful. Getting there. I think she's going to be pretty happy here. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at the trot. Whoa. Again, that crest is a little high in the middle of his neck. It just needs to just come a little more uphill, but it's knowing him in the past, he's very up now compared to then. He's really... It's going to be interesting to see what the judges do with this one. Great passage. Now this could be another test, but he's heading home, back towards the gate. Come calm. She's not going to pressure him. And again, the transition in and out is that adjustability we always talk about. You know, the freedom and elasticity in and out of the piaffe isn't quite there, but in between it, it's good. Not quite square. Should be very pleased. Big smile from Nadia.